Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a get ready with me / tutorial. I decided to do a spin-off on the usual silver sparkly New Year's Eve look. So I did a black smoky eye and a hint of silver sparkle in the inner corner. Excuse my busted hands, I took off my acrylics, so hence the bustedness going on right here. I feel like this look is perfect for any outfit. So I think it's perfect for New Year's Eve because if you're wearing black, red, blue, green, it doesn't matter. This look goes with it because it's very neutral, but it's still out there. I love a black smoky eye. I feel like it just looks so sultry, so sexy. I'm obsessed. I'm a little stuffy. As soon as I turn the camera on, my nose starts dripping. I don't know why. I wanted to thank you guys for being so supportive of the brush that I came out with 10 Studio. If you didn't know, I curated a brush. I'll leave the link down below to the video talking all about it. I actually used the brush in this video because I'm gonna use it. So yeah, thank you guys for supporting me with that. I'll have a whole nother video updating you guys. I know there's been some troubles on the website as far as checking out and also like receiving tracking info, but we're working on it and I promise you we will get you all of that info. Shoot me an email. I'll also leave that down below if you haven't received the tracking information or any like updates and things like that, but it's a work in progress. So I wanted to thank you guys for 1, being patient with me, and 2, supporting me. Also wanted to thank you guys on the positive feedback that I got in my last video, which was glamming up my cousin. You guys were super awesome about that too. I feel like there's so many videos that I wanted to film right before New Year's started and it's just like so hectic. Like it's gonna just come right by. Since I didn't get to say Merry Christmas here on YouTube, Merry Christmas. I'm sorry that I'm late. I got back from Florida yesterday, so I'm still a little like jet lagged and I have so much to do. This intro is long enough, so if you want to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. Hey guys, so I'm starting off with my brows as usual. I'm using the Hourglass brow pencil in the shade Warm Blonde. I always start off with my brows because I like to frame my face. I will be deepening them up a little bit later just because we are doing a smoky eye and you want your brows to match your eye makeup. You don't want too light of a brow if you do have jet black hair and you're doing a smoky eye. You want everything to be balanced. So I love this pencil. A lot of you guys have been asking me my opinion. I use it every single time. I'm obsessed with it. I'm just like, nothing really tops this one at this point. So I just love the color. I love the shape of the pencil. It's perfection. It gives me a nice, natural, thick brow that looks very, very much like real hair. Now I'm just cleaning up my brows with the MAC Studio Finish Concealer Duo in the shade NC25. And I'm using this MAC Daddy Angel Merino Morphe brush. And this is just like a nice, small brush just to clean them up and get really close to that brow. And then to blend that out, I'm using a Luxie large shader brush. I love this one for creams. I love Luxie brushes. I've been using a lot of them lately. They're just really great quality and I love their sets. A lot of you guys also ask me like what brush sets I recommend. I recommend Luxie and Zoeva for the sets. Most brushes, I don't really like when they come in a whole kit, but Luxie and Zoeva, definitely I recommend them. Now I'm deepening up my brows with this Gerard Cosmetics, I can't talk today, Brow Bar to Go in the shade Medium Ebony. And I'm using this Anastasia brush. And I'm just deepening up my brows a little bit. And I'm using this, actually no, I'm lying. I'm using a Sigma brow brush. And this is the Sigma Brow and Lash brush. So I'm just deepening them up, making them a little bit darker, especially on the ends. A lot of you guys always comment on my brow tail because I tend to not put a lot of product there. So I really wanted to perfect my brows this time around just because brows seem to be a huge trend. And if you don't have fleeky brows, you know, they're going to get you. So I took my time with my brows this time. And I really like this Brow Bar to Go. I always watch Carly using it. And I figured, you know what, let me give this a try again. So I actually really liked it. Now I'm using the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot as a base. I didn't show the other eye, but it's basically the same thing. I'm just applying this as a eyeshadow base. For my first shadow, I'm going in with Bobbi Brown Toast. And I'm using my brush, my blending brush. Again, I'll leave a link down below talking all about the brush, and I love how it blends. It's very similar to the Morphe goat hair brushes where it can be maybe a little bit scratchy, I guess some people can say, but it's just because it's natural goat hair, but it blends like a dream. So I'm just applying this as my transition color. When you're doing a smoky eye, you definitely need to not skip this part. Put down some browns into the crease and then go in with the black. So this is MAC Uninterrupted Shadow. I love this shadow. It's a nice camel color. Bobbi Brown Camel is very similar to Uninterrupted, but I love Uninterrupted so much more. Then I'm using the LORAC. This is like their little mini matte palette. And I'm using the shade Jet Black. This is probably the blackest shadow that I own, so that's why I'm using it for this look, for this tutorial. And I'm using another Luxie brush. How do you figure? I'm using the Luxie 213 eye shading brush. I'll have all the brushes listed down below. And I'm just packing everything on kind of messily because we're going to be blending everything out various times. So the key to this look is blending, blending, and more blending. I know I always say that, but with a smoky eye, it's very, very, very important. You don't want to look like you got punched. You want everything to be messy but still neat, if you get what I'm trying to say. So I'm just blending this out, and I'm going to just repeat those steps. So I'm packing on that black, packing on that intensity, blending out the browns, and just keep on going like that up to the desired intensity that you'd like. So I'm just using the Beauty by Rosita brush, and I'm just blending everything. Again, packing that jet black right up until the crease. You don't want to bring this too high, and you don't want to keep it too low. Right where your crease is, you want to stop that black from going. If you don't have such a prominent crease, you want to fake it. Then I'm using a smaller brush. This is more of like a detailed brush to really get in there, to really pack on that black in the little areas that I might have missed. And this is the Luxie Short Shader brush. One of these brushes is very key to this too, to really get it nice and neat like you want it. Now I'm using MAC Nylon in my inner corners to give me a nice little pop. But I actually go in with some silver glitter later on. This is Anastasia Blanc shadow, and I'm using another Luxie brush. I'm telling you. Actually, no, I'm using a Zoeva brush. This is the Zoeva, what brush is this? It's from their taupe collection, and this is their Luxe Soft Definer. So I use that for my brow bone. Now I'm using some primer. This is the Marc Jacobs Coconut Primer. My skin was feeling very dehydrated. I'm using some eye cream here. This is the MAC Fast Response Eye Cream to really hydrate my skin. I was doing some fake tanning in Florida, so my skin was very dehydrated. I put some Jouer Lip Enhancer. I love this stuff. And now I'm jumping right into foundation. I'm using the Japonesque foundation. This is my first time trying it. This is in the shade 06. This is their Luminous foundation. I'm using a damp beauty blender. Coverage was good, but I don't know how I feel about it. I have to try it out a couple more times so that you guys know how I feel. I was having a really bad skin day, so I went with a really extreme concealer. This is the Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer. This stuff you can use as a foundation. It is so thick. You only need a little bit. So I'm using the shade SX04. Just trying to like brighten everything up. And I'm using it also as a spot concealer. You really have to take your time with blending this one out because it is so thick. You can use it as a foundation, like I said, but I like using it as a concealer because it really just brightens under the eye. This shade is a little bit more yellow toned. So I'm just blending that out. And I wanted a little bit more of brightness. So I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Concealer. And I'm just putting that right in the inner corners to brighten up. With a smoky eye, you want to create that balance. And you want to really brighten underneath. To set everything, I'm using the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder. And I'm baking with it. So it just means that you're putting a lot of excessive powder with that wet or damp beauty blender right underneath. Anywhere where you want to highlight. To contour and bronze, I'm using the Benefit Hoola bronzer, and I'm using the MAC brush. This is their angled 163, and I love this bronzer because it's nice and cool toned, so I like it to contour and I like it to bronze up, but I'm still going to go in with like a warmer bronzer later on, but Hoola is just such a great versatile color for like all skin tones. Maybe not for too of a deep complexion because it is more on the lighter side. If you like really deep bronzers, it's not that deep. I would describe it as like a cool toned milk chocolate kind of color, but just a little bit cooler. And then I'm just putting on some lashes. These are the Lilly lashes in the style Miami. I love these. I wanted to use the Mykonos, but I couldn't find them, so I went with my second favorite, which are Miami. They're so fluffy. I love them. They're so dramatic, and I love a dramatic eye and a dramatic lash with a smoky eye. It just tops everything off. Cleaning up that contour with some Laura Mercier translucent powder. I love this brush. It's from Morphe. It's the E55. Don't forget to use the coupon code Rosita for a discount at Morphe. I'll again list everything down below. I'm wisping away any Laura Mercier powder that I have. And as you can see, it just leaves you really nice and bright-eyed. The smoky eye, you really want to just brighten and lighten underneath the eyes so you don't look too dark. I'm using some MAC Give Me Sun. I love this bronzer. It's so amazing on a Morphe E52. And then I'm just popping some more nylon. Then I'm going in with my blush, and I used an oldie but a goodie. This is Milani Luminoso, and I'm using a Luxie brush, and this is their, what is this one? Their Duo Fiber Stippling Brush. I missed using a stippling brush for blush. It gives you like the perfect look. As a blush topper, I'm using this MAC Daddy Bordeaux, hope I'm pronouncing that right, on a Luxie fan brush. And this is their medium fan brush. And then to highlight a little bit more, I'm using the Laura Gilded Honey. It's a nice golden, beautiful highlight, just to give you a little bit more of a pop. I love highlighted skin. Since the eyes are all matte, you definitely want to not skip out on the highlight. For my nose contour, I didn't do too much, but I'm using an Inglot brush. And this is their S5FS. And I'm using Heroin from Illamasqua, which is a nice cool tone shadow, perfect for contouring the face and the nose. It's just an amazing color. So I didn't go too ham. This color I wasn't really feeling. I had a little dilemma with my lip color, but I'm using Dose of Colors, bear with me. It was way too pink on me, way too like corally. You guys know I'm not a fan of that kind of pinky nude. I like my true brown nudes. But I decided to apply it, and then I'm going to layer on some other colors on top. You can definitely go with a pink. It's just not my style or my taste. So I tried adding Sand by Dose of Colors. As you can see right here, it wasn't really doing the trick because it was just way too light. So I went with my all-time favorite nude, which is Galactic Bashful. So yes, I layered 3 liquid lipsticks. You don't have to do that. Just use your perfect nude. Of course, you can go for a deeper, darker lip if you want to be bold, or even like a red. The eye, again, is neutral. It's dramatic, but neutral, so any color will go. Now I'm using Embark from MAC right underneath my eyes, and I'm just smoking out the like third end quarter of my eye, if that makes sense, just the outer edges. And then I'm blending everything out with Uninterrupted, again, by MAC. A beautiful camel color. I'm obsessed. You can touch up your eyes. You can go back, add some more deepness or some more blending. You can add more black. The LORAC black is like the blackest that I've ever found. So I love that it's super matte. There's like no fallout. Here I'm noticing that my Becca opal broke. R.I.P. But I still used it, so I added some opal on my highlight just because it broke, and I was just giving it some love before I just tossed it. I know you can, mend a broken powder, but I'm not about that life. Now I'm just deepening out my brows just a little bit more with this Inglot Brow Gel in the color 19. And I'm adding some clear brow gel since it's New Year's, maybe you're going out. You definitely want to set your brows so they're not budging or going anywhere. Now I'm just putting some lower lash mascara, MAC Extended Play Giga Black Mascara, my favorite. And I'm cleaning up my contour with the MAC Medium Mineralized Skin Finish. It's a lot lighter than my skin tone, so I like cleaning up with this and just kind of highlighting with that. It's like the perfect coverage. It's not too thick or full coverage. Now I'm using this new product. This is by Face Cosmetics Stockholm. And this is like their glitter stick in the shade Vibration. And I put that right in the inner corners. It's a gorgeous glitter. You can use it on your body, on your face. It's so amazing in person. It's the like beautiful glitter that you're looking for. They have a gold, silver. I'm obsessed. Now I'm just aligning my eyes with a NARS black liner. And this will just kind of tie the look all together. You can skip out on this, but I feel like it just brings more intensity to the eyes. I'm spraying some Pixie by Petra makeup fixing spray. You guys know I love this stuff. And then to make sure the makeup lasts all night, I'm using Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. So that completes this look. I'll see you guys before New Year's, but if this is the last video you watch before New Year's, I hope you guys stay safe and have fun. And yeah, thank you so much for watching and supporting me. This is probably my go-to nighttime look. It goes with absolutely everything, and I love it. So thank you guys again for supporting, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. Mwah.